everybody doing today? So this video is going to be all about creating a 3-zone ride cymbal for your Roland module. Now, I'm almost positive this can work for not only an SPD SX Pro that I have here, but this will probably also work for a Roland TM6 Pro, the trigger module that's only for triggers themselves. So again, this is a great alternative, to not having a dedicated 3-zone ride cymbal. Okay, this is certainly not correct. It's kind of more like a hack. Most people, I think, out there who've experimented with this enough have probably figured this out already. But this is still something I want to get out there and show people. So again, this should work on a trigger module of your choice for Roland. The two big ones I can obviously think of are the TM6 Pro, SPD SX Pro, and there's others out there, obviously. But these are the ones that I'm gonna focus on. So anyway, I'm gonna kind of go through this, show you the method I used, and just kind of go through exactly how this works. So the first thing you'll need is a 3-zone ride cymbal. Now, what's also cool about this is that because you're using a trigger module that is dedicated to having stereo trigger ins, as a TM6 and an SPD SX Pro has, you're going to just use a single cable ride. That being said, the ride that I'm using is a Yamaha PCY 100, which is indeed a single cable 3-zone ride that you get on the DTX modules for Yamaha, which happen to look really cool, I think, those cymbals anyway. But these, at this moment now, these cymbals are pretty inexpensive. So number one, you're going to save money getting a PCY 100. The other cymbals for Yamaha get more expensive as they get, a little bit upper in brands. The ones that are, above the 100, I can't remember, I think the 155, that's PCY 155. I think that's the one that's a little bit larger. But this 10-inch cymbal is great. And so that's number one. You're going to need a single zone stereo cable to get this, which is what I have. All right. And beyond that, everything is pretty much else the same. Everything is done within the module. So hang on a second. I'm going to kind of fix things up so I can have my camera ready to go. And I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so we have our screen here for the SPD SX Pro. I'm holding it up. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap my ride cymbal. Okay, so here's what we got here. So we have our layer A, which is dark ride, okay, which is sound 918. I'm just using this kit as an example. And then we have for layer B, the dark ride edge, okay, which is sound 919. Okay, so that's number one. So pick and choose for your layer A, your bow sound. Then you want to pick your edge sound for layer B. Okay, that's how this is going to work. Okay, at the same time, you also want to make sure that you have your settings correct up top. So if we scroll up top, we can see that we're in layer type switch, okay, which is the upper right there. And that's going to be important because when you hit the cymbal harder, that's when you're going to get that edge sound, okay? So fade point should be the highest one, I think. That way you're not getting random edge hits. So that's going to be big, is keeping it at the top edge point, which is fade point 127. Okay, nothing is different at that point. Okay, I'm going to scroll back down. Okay, so we're back down on the module. Now, when I strike the bell sound, I have the second trigger is going to pop up, the dual trigger. So that's going to be a ride bell. Okay, so again, this has to be configured in your module as a head and rim. Okay, and head and rim head and rim sound. And you could use a CY5, CY8. I don't think it really matters. Those are the triggers you're going to want to use. Okay, so now I officially have my ride bell here, and I have this done. Ride bell here. and I have the trigger set for that. Okay, so my single trigger is going to be the bow, and it's going to trigger, the second trigger will be the ride bell. Okay, and so just to kind of demonstrate it, I'm going to do that now. Just a couple of kit examples, but you could see that you do get a clear 3 zones out of the cymbal. It's going to feel a little bit unnatural at times, the bell, but when you kind of set the volume and set the settings on your module, it feels pretty good actually. So again, there's your 3 zone cymbal on your Roland module. Hope this video has been helpful. Have a great day.